tryna go to the stars. She been off drugs all day. She think that she landed in Mars. Got her no
Other than your family, folks, the people that you hang around in your circle, your friends, are the most substantial people that you can keep in your life without even knowing, especially including God. With that being said, welcome back, Intuition family. This is episode 15. Today we have a good one for you guys today. Today is about mutual influence, how your circle can shape your life. Real friends come a dime a dozen. You know what they say? One good friend is worth more than 15,000 who won't do good by you. Let's just get right into the video. The first point, just be around like-minded people, everybody. Be around the like-minded people who think like you, who want the same things as you. And that doesn't mean like, you guys have to have the same career, job. You don't even have to believe in the same religion, but these people are going somewhere in their life. They want to be somebody, they want to accomplish things, they want to be a winner just like you. They want to have the good job, they want to have a good car, they want to travel, explore the world, all these things. You know what I'm saying? You're just around being around like-minded people who want the same things such as you, because that's really rare nowadays. Being around people who want the same things as you, who wanna be there for you, who you're inspired by. That's what I'm really trying to say. Be around people that you're inspired by, who inspire you to do bigger things that you can even realize that you do to yourself, who push you, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling discouraged. A real friend, being around like-minded people is such a real big thing that people are not even realizing today. Point two I want to make: be around friends who support your wins, big or small. I'm serious. Be around people who, when you win, it's not a slight to them. They don't feel like, oh my God, I'm happy. They could be like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. But then on the inside, when is it gonna be my turn? No, 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 no. You don't want friends like that. You want friends that are happy for you, even if their life isn't going in the same trajectory that yours is. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually their win is coming. But you want somebody to be there to support you through all the things that you're going through. Like I said, wins big or small, it doesn't matter. It's nothing like sharing some good news with somebody and having a good reaction instead of, oh, okay, that's nice. Who wants to hear that? Especially if you say this is your friend, a best friend that you call on. You want to be able to vent. Share your happiness, your enthusiasm, your excitement about all the good things that are going in your life. When you're around people and you telling them good news, it should never be a moment of silence, crickets, fake stares. It should always be like, oh, let's go. You know what I'm saying? They should be so happy for you and all the things that you're doing. They get happy, seeing you win. That is a real friend. A real friend is somebody, when you doing good, it makes them happy that you're doing good. Regardless of how they're feeling. They could be having the worst day in America. But when you share your good news with them, their day actually brightens up times 5. That's what I'm saying. And what comes to that saying, never be in competition with your friends, folks. Never be in competition with your friends. If you want to be in competition with somebody, be in competition with yourself. Compete with yourself every day. Try to become better than you were yesterday, the week before, the month before, 2 years before. Be in competition with you. Never be in competition with your friends, especially if you're on the same team. And even if you are trying to accomplish the same things or you're not, it's not a competition to see who can get more, who has less, who end up on top first. Be happy for your friends, be in competition with yourself, and never slight people for when they're going through something. You know what I'm saying? And just be happy for what you got going on. Never say nothing. Just be in competition with you. You versus you, not you versus your two friends. None of that. None of that. None of that. And also too, learn what different friendships mean to you in your life, because you can have a lot of different type of friends. You can have a lot of friends that you don't talk to on the phone every day, but when you pick right up, it's like you never lost anything. You can have a friend that you do talk to every day. You can have a friend that you don't hang out with every day, but y'all go try new foods together. You can have a friend where you only go on vacations with each other and y'all just kick it like that. You can have a friend that doesn't see themselves going out the country, but they may need a little therapy session, and you could be there for them. You can have friends where you just go to parties with them, and that's it. You don't go out to them, with the brunch, dinner. You may not even bring them to family functions because you know how they may act. Because you know your friends more than anybody else. With that being said, you have to know what a friend is for you in that certain area of your life and appreciate them for the person that they are. Don't try to change people. Just be there for people. and all the things that they're going through and the type of person that they are. It's always okay to tell people to try new things, be a new person. I won't even say be a new person, but get it out of their comfort zone. But it's like at the end of the day, you know your friends, you know what they like, you know their dislikes, and you know what they mean to you in your different aspects of area in life too. And with that being said, as far as we go on as friends, please be around people that inspire you in different aspects of life too. You know, I'm in college, you could be around people who could just, want to go to class all day and just want to go party on the weekend and drink and smoke. But it's like you could be in an area of your life where you start to want more, internships are rolling in, other job offerings are coming in. You're getting closer with God. You don't want to do the same things that you used to do in your freshman year. And it gets old. And it's okay because you can't outgrow people. You can't outgrow people. You can love your friends down. You can love your friends down. You can love them from a distance too as well, and that's real because growth requires change. And if people are not willing to change the way you are, that's okay, but eventually you're gonna have to keep going. And it's either they're gonna stay in the same place or they're gonna grow with you too. Now, with that being said, you can't force anybody to grow. You can't force anybody to grow at the speed that you're going to either. But at the same time, you can still love them. You can still talk to them. But it might be a little distance for a while because they say, hey, me and you, we don't want the same things right now, and that's okay. When you want the same things, then we'll be on the same type of wavelength and frequency. But until then, I'm gonna love you, but it might just have to be at a distance for a while because I'm trying to achieve something that's bigger than myself, and I can't let anybody else, including you, get in the way. And that's just real. And if they're a real friend, they'll understand that because people have to help themselves before you can help them. So with that being said, like I say, be around people that inspire you to do bigger things than yourself, especially when you want something bigger for you and you know the type of lifestyle and life you want to have for yourself. Change happens and it's okay. And change can happen at a rapid pace, but you just have to let your friends know, hey, it's no love lost. I still love you, but hey, I'm changing. I want new things for myself, and that's just the way it is. And sometimes too, people around you, they won't understand that at the time, but if they love you, they will too. It's just eventually like, hey, I know it's not nothing personal. It's just we living two different lives, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of those people come around. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay too. Before the video is over, I want to make two more very substantial points. One, please have the type of friends where you don't count favors and you're not throwing things back in people's face once you've done something for them. It's already bad enough that people can sometimes, when you get in an argument and they've done something for you and you throw it back in their face, they'll never ask you for anything else again. Because it's already enough to go out of your way, scoop through your pride and ask somebody for help, even though you really didn't want to, but you really needed it at the time. Be the type of friend where you could be there for your friends. You could do the type of stuff with honor, and you don't need any type of pat on the back or accomplishment for it. If you're a good person, just be a good person and be there for your friend. But don't count the favors. Don't bring it up over and over again, over and over. Like, oh my God, I did this for you. But oh my God, I did that for you. That's okay. Because look at all the things they probably done for you. They're not throwing that stuff back in your face like you owe them or like you're a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things, man. If you be a friend, you be a friend. It's not count favors on all 10 toes and all 10 fingers. You know what I mean? Just be a friend, be a kind friend, and be the type of friend where, hey, if I do something for you, you do something for me. We just keep going back and forth because that's what friendship is. Picking up the slack for each other. Or if you just want to do something nice for your friend, just be a friend. And the last thing I want to say is too, friendship is beautiful, but it also can be very difficult depending on the conversation. Because sometimes being a friend requires you to say the hard stuff. Because it's one thing to always be there for your friend and tell them, hey, I'm so proud of you, this, and this. But even when you feel like your friend isn't doing good and that's not the best they could be doing, it might require a different conversation to be like, hey, the way you're going right now and what you're doing, I know this isn't the best version of you, and I know you can do better for yourself. And sometimes the friend might take it the wrong way. They might take it to heart. They might take it as a slight. They might take it personal. But the thing is that you said it. But like I told y'all before, it's not what you say, but how you say it. So if you're coming at them the right way, respectful, but you also let them know the truth at the same time, it can't hurt. And once they get out of their feelings, they know, hey, You know, that's my friend. I know they love me. It's not a personal attack. They just want to see the best for me. And, you know, once you get through that cloud of judgment in your head and you finally see clear, you'll be like, you know what? They were real for that. They were trying to be there for me. And you know what? I have to take that into real consideration and see what they see and really try to get myself together. If especially if you know you're not doing the best you can do in a certain aspect or a certain time of your life. And that's just real. Thank you, Intuition family, for another good episode. This is episode 15, Mutual Influence, How Your Circle Can Shape Your Life. With that being said, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I love you, but most importantly, so does God. And holla at your boy, too.
I hop in the motherfucking coupe, yeah, I'm sliding. I'm telling this hoe that I just wanna fuck, but she look like she don't understand. I climb on the top rope. If I see her up, he gon' get RKO like I'm Randy. I'ma aim at the Glock at his nose, name Jam.